Hello and welcome to my operating systems comparison project. My name is Adam Young, and today we are going to be comparing the IODE OS and also Zenclora OS. At first, I want to say that IODE OS is a Android-based OS, and it's like mobile only, and Zenclora is a desktop Linux-based OS. And so the reason I really chose these two different like operating systems is like I just wanted to see like how different they could be between like a desktop compared to a mobile device. And after doing some more research about this, it's kind of crazy how their different design philosophies can actually impact the actual systems itself. So let us begin, shall we? So let's start off with package managers and updates. Since IODE OS is a mobile platform, it doesn't use traditional Linux package managers like apt or DNF. Instead, uses Android's built-in APK package structure. For system updates, it relies on over-the-air or OTA updates. Major pro to this is user friendliness. Updates can happen seamlessly in the background, while a con to this package manager is that you're going to be restricted to the app stores. You're gonna be restricted to app stores like FDroid or Aurora Store rather than having Android's built-in like Google Play Store and stuff like that. On the other hand, Zenclora OS is built on Debian. It utilizes a tried and true apt package manager, but pairs it with its own custom tool called a Zen Package Manager, or ZPM. ZPM unifies system commands, making software installation incredibly fast. As you can see on the bottom right of the screen, these are like some examples on how you could type into the terminal using Zenclora. Strength to this system is that it has a massive software repository and it's very stable. However, a potential weakness is that newer users might find a command line very intimidating at first, and there is a learning curve to find out how to like update and install and remove uh, apps and softwares like that. And yeah, let's go on to the next slide. Let's go on to desktop and user environments. IODE uses a Trebuchet launcher, Material 3 expressive design. It's very highly customizable and has dynamic coloring. So effectively, it is a Android. And everything with the Android, it's very customizable. You can change the backgrounds, change the order of the apps, and all that stuff like that. But a weakness is that it is a touch interface like other mobile devices, so it's not really a weakness. Just compared to other operating systems, it's just very limited to that aspect. Zenclora OS is a highly customized GNOME desktop. It's shipped with curated apps extensions like App Menu and Dash to Dock. Strength to this is there's no bloat with Zenclora and provides a very minimalistic interface. Weakness can be GNOME can be very resource heavy, such as it uses 1.5 gigabytes of RAM on idle startup alone. So if you're considering using a Zenclora operating system, that's just what's going to be on taxing on your computer. So let's go on to the next slide. Let's move on to design philosophy, which these two operating systems are going to be vastly different from each other. IODE OS is more designed for privacy, security, and freeing devices from Google trackers, and it's targeted towards paranoid users who are very conscious of data tracking or parents wanting device control over their children. The way it does this is by it strips Google Play services and replaces them using microG. It ensures any device functions are not going to be phoning home to Google and or Android and all that stuff. Zenclora OS is more designed for stability, performance, and has zero bloat. targeted towards general desktop users, developers, and gamers. It does this by taking Debian's legendary stable branch and stripping away unnecessary kernel features to make the operating system very fast and responsive without having to sacrifice that core reliability. Now let's move on to security features. Security features. The standout security feature of IOTA OS is the built-in firewall. It uses a local man-in-the-middle interception to block trackers or any other malicious data harvesters. Security updates are pushed through frequently through the OTA patches, keeping devices very secure against modern mobile threats. Parents are also able to block restricted websites from their children, like I've said before on the previous slide. Zenclora OS inherits its security from Debian stable. Vulnerabilities are very mitigated because packages go through very extensive testing before they even reach the user. Security patches are released regularly and easily applied through the APT repository. So Zenclora OS has a very stable foundation, as well as IOTA OS. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about IOTA OS's and Zenclora's support and documentation. So IOTA OS has its official backing by French company IOTA. They host the active community forum, blog, and other comprehensive technical documentations on GitLab, which is all on their website. IOTA is a commercial product, so finding help or troubleshooting is very straightforward. Zenclora OS is a newer community-driven project. Its official website is growing and its user base. While it's direct, Zenclora-specific documentation is expanding. Most of the documentations that you can find is through a Debian community or GNOME troubleshooting guides on the internet, which isn't very difficult to find since they are both very extensive on the internet. And yeah, let's go on to our conclusion. After hearing me yap for 7 minutes and 20 seconds, here is the conclusion of what you just heard. To summarize, comparing IOTA OS and Zenclora OS highlights how operating system environment dictates its architecture. IOTA excels at locking down personal data and providing a more clean mobile experience, while Zenclora OS strips away bloat to deliver a more highly stable, performant desktop. Both accomplish their unique goals incredibly well. My references are listed here on the final slide, including DistroWatch and the official documentation of the websites for both of these systems. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and hope you enjoy all the other people's presentations.